Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday. I'm so happy to be back here. I'm your host, Alyssa Salvatore. It's my second day of the week for Sing for Hope. I absolutely love it. And today's Sing for Hope is thrilled to present Dynamic Duos, brought to you live on Open Arts. Open Arts is Sing for Hope's virtual arts programming platform, which brings great concerts by top talent all over the world, Broadway, classical, everywhere. It's always free and it's open to everyone, and it's 100% supported by donations. And Sing for Hope extends a very special thank you to Unitex, a founding sponsor of Open Arts, for making this very program possible. Unitex Healthcare Laundry Services is the largest family-owned and operated healthcare and linen uniform rental company, wow, in the country, and has been serving the Northeast region for over 100 years. And we are so grateful for your support. Now, without further ado, please help me welcome Dynamic Duos.
Hi, everyone. We're going to get started right away with a piece, and then we're going to introduce ourselves after we play our opening number. Thank you.
Woo, beautiful.
So that was a little piece. I'm going to let Claudia tell you about that piece. Before she does, just to let you know, my name is Kiev, and this is the oboe. And Claudia on piano is going to tell you a little bit about that, too.
So I like to go to South America before the pandemic, a couple times a year, and I always collect beautiful folk music. And this piece that we just played is called Audita. It is actually originally for piano and voice, and it's just a lullaby. It's a very typical Ecuadorian folk song that parents sing to their children to fall asleep at night. But because it's such a gorgeous melody, it can fit with a number of instruments. So this time we arranged it for oboe and piano. And the composer is a very famous, well-known composer in Ecuador named Salgado, who's very prolific and has written just marvelous repertoire for a variety of instruments.
So we are going to move on to another duet, and this time with our guitarist, who's going to introduce himself, and the next tune we're going to play.
Hi, my name's Hiddy. I'm from Canada, Vancouver, Canada, and I play the guitar, as you can see. This piece is also a Canadian piece. It's from except the other side of the country. This is by a very famous fiddler named Natalie McMaster, and it's called the Volcanic Jig.
fun one. We like to get quiet at the end, keep it a little mysterious. And you may notice that with the oboe, I actually have to exhale and inhale. I have to do both breathing. You know, the flute, many people are familiar with the flute where they blow so much air out of the flute that they only inhale. And with the oboe, our oboe reed is so small that we end up with excess air in our lungs. And we have to expel it out and then breathe in so we can play a note for a long time. But then we have like double duty breathing to do, playing the oboe. But I love playing those Irish jigs with Hitty on guitar. And we're going to move to another part of the world now and do a solo piano. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Let's do a solo piano. Let's bring back Claudia and do a solo piano tune. Claudia, what do you have in mind for this?
So the next one is called El Espantapájaros, which means the scarecrow. And this is a really lovely story by a composer, Carlos Guevara. And the story is that the composer at the time was going through divorce, and he was leaving his home, and the scarecrow was pointing towards a new part of the country for him. And you can hear in the music the sadness that the composer was going through. The melody is very melancholic and just soulful. And then in the second section, the tempo sort of kicks up and it almost sounds joyful and gleeful. And the story is that the composer saw another scarecrow that was pointing him in the direction of going back home. So it's kind of this dichotomy between leaving your home and returning.
Beautiful. Hitty and I are going to come back and play kind of another heartbreak tune called Away Waltz. And this was written by a composer in upstate New York named Peter Young. He's also a painter, Hudson Valley painter, artist. And he wrote a piece in the back of a van one day on his mandolin after he suffered a heartbreak. And it's called Away Waltz. Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Yeah.
We like
Keep
that
listening,
piece.
everybody.
Super fun. Next on the docket, another slow one. All right, and then we're going to pick up the pace, I think. But this next one is by Astor Piazzolla, who is a tango composer from Argentina. And I actually got to go to Argentina a few years ago, and it was really fun to go to big tango orchestra concerts. To those of you who may have been to a tango orchestra concert, the audience just yells, "Te quiero, te amo," from the audience to the musicians, and it's so much fun. And in the back of the orchestra, in America, we have the percussion section. And in a tango orchestra, it's about 5 bandoneon players in the back of the orchestra playing their bandonions, which is like the accordion. So this piece is called Oblivion. And you may have heard Yo-Yo Ma play it. There's a lot of people who like to play this piece. So this is my arrangement of Oblivion for piano and oboe. Right?
Woo!
Yay!
Beautiful.
All right, that is Oblivion by Piazzolla. We have guitar solo next. Do you want to do a guitar solo, Hitty, next?
Let's do something live.
Let's do something.
Want to do the Venezuelan song?
Yes. Okay,
Venezuelan
we're going to do
song.
something up-tempo now because we've given you quite a lot of afternoon slowness. So we're going to move down to Venezuela, from Argentina up to Venezuela.
Kickstart that coffee.
And yeah, get that Venezuelan. This is a joropo, which is in 3, a dance from Venezuela called La Partida, and then another one called Como Llora una Estrella.
Mm-hmm.
guitar. Wow, so much fun. Okay, now I'm going to take a break on the oboe, and we're going to have Hitty play solo guitar.
Oh, jeez, here we go. All right.
I'm going to swab out the oboe.
Well, let's keep it in South America, shall we? This one is from, Keith and I play this one regularly, except in a different key. I'm going to do it in A minor. It's a song from a Brazilian film called The Morning of the Carnival. Manhã de Carnaval. Thank you. Thank you.
So nice. I love that. Let's go to solo piano, Rachmaninoff, something completely
jeez.
different. Something totally different now. We have a few songs left.
So it's not that strange. Well, it's a little strange, but it's not that strange to play an afternoon of South American music and then my introducing some Rachmaninoff to you. And that is because a lot of the composers that I played today, the piano work specifically, they all admired the 19th century and they especially admired Rachmaninoff. And a lot of them studied in the Western canon of classical music. And so they brought back some of those lush melodies that we have from Russia to their country. And it's kind of a melting pot of, Eastern Europe meets South America. So this is a piece by Rachmaninoff. It's from a collection of pieces called Momo Musico. And this is one of the slow ones. I guess I'm in a slow mood today. It's just a gorgeous melody, and I hope you enjoy it. And Keith will be my page turner extraordinaire.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I think we're just going to do one more tune. And this is a fast one with oboe and piano. And then we'd love to hear from you guys, maybe some questions or comments of what you thought of the music today. And we'll bring Hitty back for that. And we'll just play another Piazzolla piece called Frakkanapa. It's super fast, a really fun crowd pleaser. I got it in Argentina when I was down there, and the Argentinian said, okay, you're allowed to bring this up to North America and you can play this, but you have to play it as fast as possible is what they said. So we're going to try to play as fast as possible. Frakkanapa by Astor Piazzolla. So that is our program for you guys today, and we'd love to hear anything from you guys, some questions, some comments about the instruments. The three of us have been friends for quite a while, so we're so lucky to play for you
30
today.
minutes, yeah.
And really love playing these concerts. And I don't know if our host is still here, but if not,
Okay.
there she
Oh, there she
is.
Hi.
I don't know if you could hear me. I'm seeing a black screen. Can you see?
We can
We
see
see
you.
you.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you-
okay.
You're going like
Wonderful. Well, bravo to that amazing performance. I have so many questions. And first of all, Edgar, our favorite audience members in the audience, he said amazing inspiration from all of you. I want to know, do you all play different instruments or do you settle on just one?
That's a really good question for this group because I think pretty much we all just play one instrument that's in the family. So I play the oboe and I play the English horn, which is the big brother to the oboe. Hitty.
I play guitar mainly, but I play electric guitar. I play mandolin, banjo. All those doubles. But I also
Awesome.
play playing Middle Eastern instruments too. So
Oh, very nice. Well, I actually have a question. So my bottle of wine that made an appearance. So it's actually Portuguese wine. Can you see it? Because I can't see the screen. It has all these music notes. And then that instrument, it's like that circular kind of guitar. It's not a banjo, but can you see it?
I don't know what that is, but it's kind of like a mandolin sort of.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's just like a random lute that they put in somebody's hand. I don't know if it's an actual instrument, but it's cool looking.
I bought this wine based off of the beautiful art and the music notes. I don't know.
Nice.
So that kind of goes into my next question. It sounds like you all travel a lot and that's where you get some of your like musical inspirations or get really excited about something. Is there a particular genre or just any cultural thing that you really love to play?
Claudia?
I had a feeling he was, I'm really crazy about music from the South. So
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
And she doesn't mean Arkansas.
No, I don't mean from Miami. I mean from South America, the Caribbean, and Mexico. I just, we don't know enough of this music up here in the United States. And it's becoming more of a trend now to bring repertoire here. And I think it's really important because there's some really phenomenal gems and
Yeah.
composers that deserve to be known. And it's really remarkable. Every time I play this music, people are asking me for copies. I'm like illegally Xeroxing and sending scores off to people, but I want to get it out there. So for me, this is like, it just, I don't know. It fits with my blood. My family's from North Africa, so I kind of like the temper and just the colors.
I think that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else want to share any of their musical tastes?
I mean, I like everything. Anything that inspires me, I like to play. And but formally, I'm trained in jazz guitar and anything with improv in it. And but yeah, again, I grew up playing Middle Eastern music, so I grew up with a lot of that. And yeah, anything that hits my heart, I like to play.
Yeah.
So
I could feel it. We could feel it from all of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, I like playing movie soundtracks, like a slow melody from a film. That's kind of my favorite thing to play.
Yeah.
Have you ever played anything from like Cinema Paradiso? That's like this Italian movie.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Just because it's Italian Heritage Month, I had to throw that in there because I've been to a lot of his stuff recently, and it's just breathtaking. So
yeah, Morricone.
Yeah. So okay, I have another question because I'm so curious about all this. I wish I could play an instrument, and I definitely can't. When you first had to look at music on a sheet, was it easy for you? Did it come naturally to read sheet music, or were you like, whoa?
I think most of us learn to read music when we're really little. So like 5, 6, 7, 10. That when you're that age, that stuff is easier for the brain.
Oh yeah.
I think if I had to learn how to read music now as an adult, I would probably give up. Like I tried to learn how to play the guitar, and I just literally after half an hour, I was so frustrated, I stopped.
Yeah. A lot of people are intimidated by sheet music. I think it's the easiest part of music. Like you learn where the notes are and how to relate them to your instrument. But I think the harder stuff is like being able to hear stuff and like rhythm and stuff like that. I think is the stuff that people.
Yeah, I think
the music is all there. Like it makes it simple
I
for us.
feel like certain people can get the rhythm so easily, and certain people they just can't read the music, and it's like you have to be really gifted to be able to do both. I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my final question is, what's new on the schedules or anything you want to talk about to our audience that you have upcoming?
Yeah, well, Hitty and I are actually playing with our other bandmates, Rachel on violin, Mark on bass, and Mike on drums at a place called Chelsea Table and Stage this Friday night. This Friday at 9:30. It's a new venue in Chelsea on West 26th Street. It's beautiful. It's in a Hilton hotel.
The band is really fun.
The band is really fun. We're going to play music from all over the world, and we have a few special guest surprise appearances.
Ooh. And is there a website or anything where you can find those details?
Yeah. So it's literally called chelseatableandstage.com. All written out. And that's how you can find out about that. And also, just in case anybody goes to the Radio City Christmas Spectacular this year, Hitty will be playing guitar in the orchestra with the Rockettes.
Yay!
And the Camels.
The Camels.
Exciting. And anybody else? Anybody?
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to figure out, all the things that were rescheduled and canceled. I'm supposed to play Rhapsody in Blue in the spring with the Danbury Symphony and also with the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey. So we're waiting to hear on that. And with these guys, we're doing something at my synagogue on November 9th, music, heavy duty subject, but music inspired by Kristallnacht. Wow. So that's at the Society for the Advancement of Judaism.
Amazing. Congratulations on all these amazing accomplishments and upcoming gigs. And thank you so much for joining us again today. And I'm sorry my breathing I even look like right now, but it was such a pleasure.
Really good.
You look great. And it's so nice talking with you. Thank you for being so engaging with us.
Yeah. Of course. So have an amazing Wednesday and the rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.